Hey there, welcome back to your News at 5. I'm meteorologist Julia Quady, still dealing with that intense heat here in the coastal bend. As we've seen so far this week, with that temperatures, of course, being into the 90s, feel like temperatures going to the triple digits as well, making for slightly uncomfortable conditions as you go outdoors. But on the positive side, thankfully, we don't have any heat alerts or any heat advisories going to affect because we're not anywhere near that criteria or that threshold that's necessary for us to have those heat advisories or weather alerts being put into place for us here in the coastal bend, not in that range for us. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at our CCAC Snoopy's cam over in Snoopy's Pier. We can see we are seeing plentiful sunshine out there. Some partly cloudy skies out there as well for us for this afternoon, but for the most part, things are still looking very nice. If, of course, you're not accounting for that heat that we're still dealing with, like I mentioned, still being pretty oppressive out there. Temperatures still into the 90s for us this afternoon, sitting at 91 in Corpus Christi, as well as Robstown, Kingsville, and NAS Corpus Christi, all joined at that temperature at 91 degrees, 94 on over in Ingleside, and 89 degrees for the folks on over in Port A. And taking a look, of course, at our feel-like temperatures, all of us are still up in the triple digits. Thankfully, the lower triple digits, but still a little uncomfortable as you step outdoors with those feel like temperatures still continue to hold on strong in the triple digits at this hour. Thankfully, though, we're already somewhat past the hottest point of the day. Of course, that's around the 3-4 o'clock hour. Well past that now, around 5 o'clock this evening. And we'll continue to see a decrease in our feel like temperatures as we go throughout our afternoon and now approaching evening hours at this point, starting to drop down to 100 degrees for your feel like temperature in Corpus Christi as we get to around 7 o'clock this evening. Then dropping, of course, into the 90s as we head to the overnight and nighttime hours for us today. And then looking ahead to tomorrow, probably back in the same situation, if not slightly hotter for our feel like temperatures for tomorrow. So again, just want to make sure you're still practicing your heat safety tips to stay on the safe side to beat this heat, because again, even though we're not in that range or in that criteria where we have any heat alerts or heat advisories going to affect for us, we still want to make sure we're playing this everything safe and just being on the safe side as it relates to that heat passing through our area. But we will be in for a change in the forecast. We're not going to be dealing with too much of that intense heat and muggy conditions for long. Right now, it's due to high pressure continuing to dominate our area, but that is expected to start to weaken and move out of the area, and that's going to allow for more moisture and then trigger our rain chances to increase in the forecast as we look ahead to your Friday and going to your weekend, and rain chances increasing even further as we look ahead to early next week on your Monday. So right now, rain chances look to be pretty decent beginning on your Friday with isolated to widely scattered showers passing through, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder or some thunderstorms passing through along with those rain chances as we go throughout your weekend and to the early part of next week. And all that is consistent with our 6 to 10 day weather outlook in terms for us here in the coastal bend and practically all of South Texas, looking to have some slightly wetter conditions than normal as we look ahead to the next 10 days. So that's consistent with our forecast right now. Looking ahead to next week, looking to be a potentially wet week for us, at least for the beginning part of it, as we take a look with our rain chances there. And of course, that is going to be beneficial for us here in the coastal bend, but looking ahead in terms of rainfall accumulations that we can anticipate from this potential rain event passing through. All of us in most areas in the coastal bend will be anticipating maybe around ½ an inch of rainfall going up further north in the Victoria Falls area. That, of course, will be seeing maybe closer to 1 inch of rainfall over the next 7 days from this rain event beginning again on your Friday and then continuing into the weekend and to the early part of next week at the very least. So taking a look at your 7-day forecast, still dealing with that hot and humid conditions for us as we end this week. Then approaching the weekend, we'll start to see a triggering of those isolated scattered showers.